On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the gift to Malton. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. The short hands, it's Malton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So Washington's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Devon Williams. He's trying to flush that last performance. 4 interceptions and just a single touchdown pass. Run inside. It's Carr. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Washington right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Running into the open space. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Williams gets it to him on the screen. There's some room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Williams looking for a man. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll give it to Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Snagged out of the air. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Throwing, Williams. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Washington wants to go quickly. Sends it back in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Williams can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A little screen to the running back. Nice move there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Hands it off on the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Ready, go. He'll pull it down and run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Play fake, Williams. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Williams. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to scramble. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. All the way back to the 15. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Washington right back to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot up.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There's a little room there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Now the play fake. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Hunt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Washington wants to go quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Now on the move. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Caught by Williams on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Williams to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Diaz. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 14 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Commodores, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Williams. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Williams from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Washington right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams on the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Williams throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quarterback keep. knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Throwing, Williams. Got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Play action with Williams. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's complete to the right. Discards him with the stiff arm. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Pulls it on the option, and the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. His drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Here comes the heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Might have a chance. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it down the field. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. Handoff for Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kamari again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to scramble. Caught in the backfield. It's Carr. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Washington right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams. That's caught by Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Washington. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Throwing, Williams. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. The 50, the 40, the 30, past the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been big.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Third down from the gun, Williams. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Here's a throw downfield late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The option, the keeper. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. On the option. Now the toss. Picks up the first down. Sticking with the run, and the run pass option in this situation. Anything it takes to wrap up the victory.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.